Hi everybody, Wendy here from Northerly Crafts, and today we have another project for you from the fantastic ScrapPerfect. Okay, this is a really good one, I think. I'm not sure if I've seen it done before, I don't know, but basically it's all to do about with die cutting. Now you girls and boys all know, the ones that craft, how a problem it is for us when we're die cutting intricate dies like this, dies like that. I'll show you one a bit more. Like this one's got little tiddly pieces in it. So how much of a pain it is to get all the, these out in one piece basically. So these out in one piece. Sometimes you have to stick a poker tool through. So I've been having a little play, and what I've discovered with the ScrapPerfect's, now this is the, I'm just going to show you the picture of it. Where is it? It's the it's the Perfect crafting pouch. I don't know if you can see it down the bottom. I'll leave the link below directly to it there, so you can get it in the bigger or the smaller. Okay, so that's and it can be used for stamping, and embossing. Brilliant for stamping. It gives you a nice crisp stamp. But I thought, I wonder how this would work if I used it on my dies. So I did. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what I discovered, and we'll see whether it works a couple of times, because I have tried it and it worked fine. So let's just say, okay. So I've got this piece of paper here. Okay. And normally, when I cut out this die, the paper then gets stuck in all the intricate little, grooves there, and then you have to get your poker tool and poke them through the holes at the back. So I'm thinking, and I know there's lots of different tips and that with doing it with greaseproof paper, and I'm thinking, well, surely there must be an easier way. So what I did was I got my crafting pouch, okay, and I brushed it over my piece of paper that I want to use, okay, and it leaves it sort of like a powdery film on there, okay. And then also what I do on the back of my die, on the cutting side, I just pat this over. I probably don't even need to do that, but I just did it for good measure. Lay the die down as normal. Put it on the right one. Lay the die down as normal, like so. And then I'm going to run it through my ground calibre. Now my ground calibre is on its way out. I need to get a new one. And I broke the front tray off of it, but it still works. This is actually my second one. I broke my last one as well, and it needs a. Oh, try not to jiggle the table too much. So I'm just running this through. Okay, let's move it a bit forward because I don't want to knock anything over. So running this through. Normally when I'm doing this, I'm standing up doing it, and then I'll just go back the same way. I always do a second pass, just to make sure. Squeak, squeak! There's a mouse in the house. Anyway, so what it's done, instead of having to poke all the little bits out, it's actually, if you see, popped out these, and if I show you, look, these just, they come out, see, just fine. I didn't have to stick my poker tool in, because 9 times out of 10 if I stick my poker tool in, I end up ripping the paper, putting the poker tool through it. So there we go. How brilliant is that? And that's just by giving that a dusting. So brilliant, love it. And I will say, I do get put off when I have to do some die cutting, purely because I don't want to be sitting there for half an hour poking all the the little pieces of paper that I don't want back out. So I'm just going to do it again. So there we go, we've got our Perfect crafting pouch. Okay, so I'm going to run it back and forwards, just over. Okay, and I'll do it on a different piece of paper just so it shows that it will work on different types of paper. So I've got this intricate, it's a gate die, so it's got lots of little sections. Crafting pouch on there. I'm also going to add some of this powder to the actual die. Okay. And I'm going to run it through. Now I'm sure when you've got a die that's really, very intricate, you're probably still going to have to use your poker tool. But I just thought this was a good way to, maybe make it easier. So I've just given it a couple of pass-throughs, just to make sure it's cut out. Okay, right, now I'm just going to get my, just take off one corner and see whether, let's do this top one, there we go, it's easier for it to come off. Still, oh no. Yeah, like I said, this is a particularly very hard die. So that did come off a lot easier than it would have done. Okay, so let's try a different one. Let's try this fence one. Okay, let's try this fence one. So just rub some of that on there. I think the key is to do it on the die and the paper. So just going to run that through quickly. Oh. Okay, so that comes off very easy. So I just need to find an end to push through. Let's see how well. I just do one end and see how well these come off. Okay, so these are quite awkward, these ones, because they've got lots of spikes and they're coming off. Like I say, I don't tend to use these ones, and that's why I picked these ones. I've picked one of the harder ones in my dies because they are a nightmare to get the paper out. And there we go. But at least now I don't have lots of ripped pieces of paper. And let's see, I've got a butterfly here. Let's try a butterfly with some pattern paper, shall we? Let's see what we've got here. Okay, so I've got this little piece of pattern paper. I'm going to just, and you know when it's on there because you can feel it, okay? So you don't have to like bang loads and loads of powder on there. So I'm just going to just add some powder to my die. Put my butterfly on. Now this die I used when I was making wedding invitations, and oh, what a nightmare that was. I had to have somebody specifically sat there poking out all the individual little bits because they were just all stuck in the die. That's probably why my ground caliber squeaks, because it's been used so much, and it's on its last legs. It's definitely a couple of years old. Okay, so, oh right, okay, this was a butterfly that embosses, but let's see whether it pops out. Alright, and there we go, look, it popped out straight away, no problems. I'm going to try, just show you one more, which will give it a go. Okay. So we've got the paper. Going to rub our pouch. Okay, you know it's been rubbed over. Pat our pouch onto our die. Put it there. And let's see. I'll sing you a song so you can't hear me squeaky thing. Oh, has the best glue ever worked? Does it stop squeaking? No, it hasn't. Right, okay. Oh. So there we go. Let's come off at the paper. All right, now let's see if it pulls off the die. Okay, now as you can see, there's lots of little very intricate fiddly bits. So I need to grab what will be the side bit here, and look at that. How fab is that? Oh, just drop the poker tool on the floor. So that came out there really well. All you've got to do is just get rid of, you know, the normal, but at least you're not having to poke it through the die. So all you've got to do is just, normally you can just give it a whack on the side of the table and all of that will come out. Fairly easy. And these bits in the middle, they're just popping out. They're not, I'm not having to struggle, I'm not ripping the paper. Which is what I found, that when you've got an intricate die, that I ended up ruining half the stuff I was doing, because half of it, the paper was getting stretched, and then, so look. There we go. Perfect. Love it. How cool is that? And that's just by using your perfect crafting pouch. So I'll show you. It's there. Perfect crafting pouch. You can get it in two sizes. That one and that one. I'll leave you to the link. Fast, so you can use it for inkjet printing on vellum, over stamped pigment inks, provides static protection from glitter embossing powders and other fine bling, acts as a release agent for modelling compounds with stamp and mould. Oh, I'll have to give that a go. Deactivates stickers, sticky tapes and adhesive residue, adds traction for stamping on acrylic, acetate and slick media. So there we go. And now you can also use it on your die cuts. In your die cut machines to get beautifully intricate dies to come out better. So there we go. Just a quick little project I thought I would show you. So thanks for watching, and come back again soon. Bye for now. It comes in not necessarily just in that colour, it comes in different coloured ribbons. And yeah, then it's not expensive. Let's see. it comes with a. There's one for a large. Sorry, for a small or a large application. It's a tap and strap, which is that one. Okay. And that's a 3 by 3.5 inch, and then there's the little pouch which is 2.5 by 2.5 inch, and that's for obviously smaller detailed application.